There we go. I bet I wasn't making any freaking noise. Is this thing working? There it is. Okay. What's your problem? This thing, I have so many different. I'm gonna have to mess around with it. It got an update today. I think I found a place to add Streamlabs music to this, just so that I don't have to listen to stuff. Let's see, let's clip that. That's raid channel, manage goals, stream together, manage poll, add marker. None of that, okay. I guess I'll just have to go find my playlist on Spotify, because I pay for Spotify Premium. Let's start a new game. And I like playing on the maps that I made or downloaded. Except for this one right here. I really like this Kelowna or Kelowna. It looks like it should be Kelowna. Like when I look at it, it should be Kelowna. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not real imaginative when it comes to some of my uh, map titles. And for the record, Regina over here is an edited version of Kelowna. I don't know what map this is. I made this. But I made this too. Is there... Did they finally add fish? I'm not sure. Well, let's play with this one. Malcolm. Yeah, that sounds like a fantastic name. Actually, let's... La Tour. Let's call it La Tour. We'll just start like that. But we're playing cities to distract myself, because my husband is currently on a very long flight. And, you know, I like him and stuff. We've been married for a long time. That's what tag I should put it. Hang on, I'm gonna put that tag in there. Edit stream info. Tag. Blue haired granny. There. Now I've got a blue haired granny tag on my stream here. Oh yeah, over here. Oh yeah, those buttons don't work. I forgot. Once you click over here, you can actually. So most of my other games, when I play them in windowed mode, they do not support edge scrolling, right? Whereas this game is like, put your mouse inside my limits and stop trying to put it somewhere else. It lives here. This is where it lives. End of story. Stop trying to do other stuff. So I'm just gonna have to listen to the mouse for a little while here. So we are. Oh look, there's the new Netherlands. Oh, those are adorable. Oh, that's cute. Did they give us a? No, there's no Netherlands. What about industrial? Never. You never get any industrial buildings. You ever notice that? I got this one. I downloaded this. This is a mod. I should not have this in my game because sometimes it makes my game act funky. My dog's over here like making weird noises. What are you hacking at? Don't even think about it. It is not time. Everybody needs to lay down. My dogs think that it is a certain time of the day. It is not that certain time of the day yet. Even though I got old grandma over here huffing at me, telling me, "Oh yeah, no, it's totally time." She is wrong. Oh, hang on. Got to tab out for just a second. My husband just sent me a picture. Well, that looks normal. Dry, but normal. Sorry. All right. What? No! That looks like a golf course. Wow. That's crazy. No! Go lay down. If anybody, no! Lay down. My dog is really being kind of a butthole. She is acting like nobody has fed her. She's been fed. It's not dinner time. Dinner time is in 30 minutes. My dog is overweight. Like, she should probably only weigh about 35 pounds, and she's closer to like 45 to 50 because she is a vacuum cleaner who will eat anything she can put in her face to the point that she'll barf it back out again because God, dogs are disgusting. I love my dog, but dear God, man, her and her belly, and we have to fight those. All right, my husband's making me want to get a passport. I don't have one. I've never uh, traveled very far. All of my traveling has been up and down the eastern seaboard because I've gone, all the way up to like Maryland and stuff, all the way down to the Keys. I mean, I haven't gone much further than Maryland, but it was like cold and stuff. I'm from Tennessee. Uh, we don't have that kind of cold down here. Like there was snow. I saw the Chesapeake Bay while it was frozen. Like lakes don't freeze down here. Like it's just not a thing that happens. I mean it does, but I mean the lake's got to be like 3.5 feet wide, 3.5 feet deep, and about 1,000 feet wide. But I mean it's just craziness. I tell you, craziness. I kind of want to. Yeah, we're going to. We are going to exit to the main menu because I want to do something. We are going to change. Nice. We are going to change which mods we're using because I just want to use a few mods. I'm really tired of a lot of the mods I've got, and I'm not sure how to. Let's see, let's create a new playset. Uh, just the basics. I realize the other one's called basic set, but okay, we're gonna create that, and then we're gonna see what my husband said. Wow. I was unaware that it was that small. Okay, so my husband sent me a picture of what the Colorado River looks like at this point. And why is there so little bit of it left? He's over the Mojave. That looks very desolate. It looks cool, but it looks desolate. The clouds are nice. That just blows my mind. Like, it's so crazy when you think about stuff like that. I am really into geology and stuff like that. All right. Okay, let's go to featured mods. Add that one. This is the part that's going to take so long. This is the annoying part. I should just like screw off and go do something else. Oh, okay. I don't see a lake. Oh, okay, okay. I gotta read more about that kind of stuff. Oh my god, this thing is still going. Seriously? This is why I don't make mod sets very often. What I need to do instead is go pull the mods that I don't want off of the other one. That'll be freaking quicker. Oh, that's pretty. But weird. My husband just showed me a picture of Lake Havasu, I think is what I'm looking at here. That's really weird. There's a lake out there, but nothing around it's green. Now, it could be the altitude. He's pretty high up. Like, that could be the problem. But I think my mod crashed. Yep, this thing crashed. Oh, this game. We're going to crash it on purpose this time. Hang on. Yeah, close the program. Oh, this game. Come on. Yeah. I'm going to start this game like 6 times today, I guess. You gotta wonder sometimes if the people who made Warcraft uh, went out west to get the idea for some of the stuff. Okay. This thing's probably gonna do some goofy stuff. Okay. Let's just go to our playsets. Go to playset. And we're gonna go all the way to the bottom of the list and start pulling stuff off. I'm not very good with this microphone. I'm sorry. I apologize. Alright. Let's get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that. 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 Everything on my game that has crashed has been something having to do with all of these. Which I'm sure they work on other people's computers just fine. But other people are not doing with their computer what I am doing with mine. Yes, remove it. I don't like these streamlined roads. This was not useful enough. What does that one need? That one doesn't need anything. We'll keep that one. I like having extra trees and stuff. Gonna get rid of that one. That. Yes. Yes. Okay, I guess we keep that. I don't want that. Get rid of that. That. Yeah, I know. Get rid of that. Yeah, I know. Get rid of that. Okay, so the only thing we kept was the asset pack manager because I had to have it for the vibrant foliage pack. Which, why do I need an asset manager for some trees? I mean, doesn't that seem kind of weird? Alright. And then we're... How do I delete this one? Back. Use this playset. And it looks fine over there on the uh, Twitch. Looks fine on Twitch. You look over here on my version though, and I'll probably have to crash to desktop again to get this to work. That's a really good picture. He got a really good picture there. Ah, okay. So we're going to delete this one. Alright, now, of course, quit. Told you. Gonna have to quit the fucking desktop. I just want to play freaking cities. I hope this works. This map may not work. Yeah, round rock's fine. I don't care. Well, let's see what we can get. Go Wanda. Let's go with Go Wanda. Okay. That's what I thought. I did not think there was actually fish in the game. And while that's cool, and I would like there to be fish in the game, apparently that's a thing that is coming. So, we'll deal with it then. And where I live, well, farmer streets aren't straight. And if you're curious why my game stutters every so often, I have the autosave turned on pretty often because this game likes to screw me. Alright, so let's throw our farms out here. Hang on. So this is chicken farms over here, I guess. Let's see. What about the wood? There are better places for wood. So chicken farms it is. Yes, we'll go in a minute. Don't know if you were here for my dog griping at me a little while ago because she thought it was time for me to go do something, and I was not of the same persuasion. She's over here looking at me crazy. She's still gonna have to wait a second. But yes, my chunky princess here thinks that dinner time should be right now. Alright, let's throw another road out here. Like right there. a little road in here. Let's throw a chicken farm in here. Yeah, we'll just put houses in there. We'll put the Netherlands houses back here. What do you think? Okay, and then back over here, we're just going to put in a few industrial buildings. And then we're going to put, excuse me, over there. Alright. We're going to leave this play for a second. I will be back. I'm going to go feed my goofy little dogs. Be back in just... Ow. Be back in just... Alright, we can open the door now. And all I do is smack this freaking microphone. Okay. Oh, we can kick that on up. See any messages missed. Why, it is too. Dismiss that. You can too. This says that you guys can hear me just fine. Alright, let's go put our dump in. We have enough money, we're gonna put it on the next tile. Or crash, you know, whichever one happens. Alright, let's use that one. Because Gawanda doesn't actually want the dump there. Put it right here, and then we'll expand it later. There we go. And then we need to put our... Oh, what's this? Oh! It's kind of expensive. We'll make that the centerpiece of the other part of town. Good God, that's kind of high. We'll put this back here. And then I want some businesses. Now I do wish I'd kept that one mod that broke up the housing between medium, high, and low density. That would have made this a little easier. I'm still going to put low density. Because we're mostly not trying to build some huge metropolis yet, honestly. So it's just going to be these guys that we level up a little bit. They still want some more businesses. I guess they're getting more chicken farms. Oh, he didn't like that. You know what? Maybe he shouldn't have moved to chicken farm land. And no one was happy. There we go. I guess we'll put some more housing along the road there. They were like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot of zoning. I don't know if we're ready for that much. You guys heard we like businesses, right? Yeah, we heard that, but I don't know if we actually care. We'll put them up there on the main road. Walk to them from there. Oh, now these people wanting doctor's offices and stuff. Gosh. Because I totally forgot to put one in. Whoops. So we'll put the little cheapie in. We have all these people living out here. All 500 of them. And we don't have enough people to work at those two factories. Oh, and that one factory over there. They still want some medium density. I'm still kind of thinking no. We'll give him a little bit. Right there. That's all you get. Let's see. We want some more commercial, or not commercial, industrial, so we'll throw some more back here. You don't really get anything cool on the third one. Mm. I can put in a school now. That's an awful lot. This one's 40 grand. People in my town usually get the cheap side housing, you know, because or cheap side elementary schools because I don't know if you can tell, but I'm playing with money. Oh, you may not be able to tell. Let me mess around with that real quick. Alright, now let me get the gameplay and pull it back down just a hair. I had it all wacky. There we go. That looks better. Now you can see that I'm playing with money. Yeah, lost my one viewer. guess you eventually figure out how to do this. I'm not sure how. Let's see what this picture of an intersection looks like. Oh wow, yeah. I can't tell what I'm looking at in that picture. I'm gonna have to ask him about them. I want some more medium density. This will put them up here on the road. That was apparently not enough. Today is the last day I can take it. I'm taking it now. I am having surgery in a few days, and I can't take Advil after today. So, let's go ahead and take that now. realize I sit around in these streams silently a lot of the time, unless you notice I'm talking to my friends in Discord. Um, I have a Discord that's just for my YouTube and Twitch. It's not a paid for Discord. Like, you don't have to pay to be in it. You could eventually just get an invite by talking to me here in chat. I'm not trying to pay people to be my friends. And I still want more medium density. More medium density. I don't know any place that has, like, I live in the South. Like, most places that you live are single family houses. Like, we have apartment complexes and stuff, but those are in cities. They're not in little podunk redneck land that's got 1,500 people. There'll be 3 duplexes. So, like, I don't know, the simulation on this is very off for me because I don't live in places that build like this at all. I live so far out in redneck land, I've never been on a public bus or a train. The only train I've ever been on was a commemorative, like, look, this train used to run between here and here, and now we're just gonna run it, like, from here to the edge of town and back. I understand there used to be trains in the South in the past, but they tore down all the train stations. We don't have any anymore. All the train stations we have are just little rail depots. Which is not to say, oh, poor us, we don't have any trains. Oh no. It's just, train traffic in the US is not passenger, it's all freight. And that's not including all of the big trucks. Like, this game has a lot of trucks in it, right? Like a little semi-trucks going everywhere. Like if you go out here to the highway here, well, those are all garbage trucks. But when we slow it down, of course, no semi-trucks gonna come through because they're probably coming in on the other side of town. Hang on. I don't know about all these buses. These buses are weird. They really are. Let's speed this up. I have no idea why these cars are parked way out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, that's probably for these people. I would imagine. goal is just to stream all night. It's crappy. I can't stream more than one game at a time. While I do love this game, and there's another game that it's like I really love that game. Um, they're really kind of slow and kind of boring. Like normally when I play this and I'm not trying to stream it, I'm watching TV and stuff. You know, I've half thought of putting this one on just chatting rather than in Cities Skylines 2's, you know, whatever that's called. Just for the fact that, part of the reason I started doing this was so I could talk to people. I mean, if you notice how much I talk to myself, I would love to talk to other people. Then I'd look so much less crazy. Yeah, which that look really helped, I'm sure. And, you know, they talk about it being hard to make friends as you get older. It's really hard to make friends as you get older when the people that you know are all like, well, let's go golfing and then to church. And then, like, some other old people shit. I don't know. Like, golfing seems fine. It's just not my cup of tea. Not my thing. Putt-putt's fine. But that's about how seriously I take it, you know? I'd rather just drive the golf cart now. It's probably the most fun part about golfing for me. You can't make friends go. You can't make friends going fishing. They would like you to be quiet. So, and when you tell people that you're in your 40s and you play video games, you kind of see their eyes glaze over. And it's like, well, I mean, we could talk about video games, or I mean, we could talk about, I don't know, the evolution of the rock dove, or some goofy shit, you know, I mean, you can't talk about anything meaningful with anybody anymore, because, you know, everybody's always afraid of, like, pissing everybody off. I don't even mean, like, super meaningful, I mean, just, like, everything's polarized. I don't know if I like these Netherlands houses. Okay, cool. Their household wealth is wretched. Um, they're old people. Eventually, I will make enough money that I can get a microphone that I am not constantly slapping. This thing... No, this is going to be kind of loud for a second. is right here. So the reason I slap it and the reason I smack into it and all of the other reasons is because it's right in my face. And I put a baffle on it to try to kill the noise in the room. And that's mostly worked, I guess. What you learn very quickly doing this is that if you do it the way I have, and you go very, very slowly about acquiring gear and uh, peripherals and stuff like that, it's still freaking expensive, you know, because I've been trying to get going streaming for now, like for about 2 years, which I'm going to attribute the fact that I'm in my late 40s as to why it's taking so long, and probably that I am really just not the most exciting person in the world. But I'm kind of funny, I think. What I expect that's going to happen is somebody's going to rip pieces of what I talk about out of my video and use it in some kind of TikTok. That's what I expect more than anything else. Look at this old lady that sounds like a little boy somehow. That's why frickin' Bart Simpson could be, voiced by a lady for so long. There's chicks like me. I make overhead announcements and it sounds like I'm, somebody's prepubescent little brother. I will say, I am very unhappy with how my hair has taken this blue dye. If I get this color again, I will not get this brand again. It may work fine for other people, but for me, it has proven to be less than satisfactory. I'm not going to name them unless you actually want to know the name, because it doesn't matter. Not really. I guess let's cut this one in half, I suppose. And then we'll put medium density right here. What you guys barking at? I might have to make the dogs come in. We have coyotes here, and they get kind of loud sometimes. Like freak the dogs out loud. I see them when I drive around at night sometimes. You'll see them just like standing next to a bush, and as soon as they see your car, they're just like, "Oh my god!" and they jump off into the bush because they're like way more afraid of you than you are of them. They just sound creepy. I know I talk about them in the videos a lot, but I'm not from the country. I am from the South, but I am not from the country. There is a difference. I grew up where I. This shows you just how much grew up in a city. I did not see a dirt road, like an actual dirt, not gravel, not tar and chip, but actual dirt road until I was 18 years old in southern Georgia. Like, nowhere I've been in Tennessee has actual dirt roads except for like people's driveways, and that's some dude's driveway. If he didn't feel like putting gravel or paving it, that's on him, you know. But if the mailman has to drive down it, it's going to be tar and chip, or it's going to be paved, or it's going to be gravel or something. It's not going to be actual like dirt, like dirt. Which I know that sounds so first world. Not even remember what I'm talking about now. Oh, talking about the fact that I talk about the coyotes all the time. I remember now. The only wildlife we had living in a city were bats. We had bats. You'd see them at night. I mean, you didn't screw with them or anything. You're just like, oh, hey, look, a bat. But, like, you were aware of their existence and you knew to leave them alone. Because bats have rabies. And ain't nobody trying to catch that. You left possums alone because they would probably bite the hell out of you. Not because you would catch anything from them, but because a possum bite is awful. It looks like it tried to, like, chew your finger off. You're not likely to catch anything from it. It's just, I mean, other than, like, maybe, like, some kind of bacterial infection because its mouth is disgusting. But, like, no actual disease from the animal. I knew to stay away from skunks. Or I knew, like, like I knew to stay away from skunks because if you see a skunk in the daytime, it's probably sick. Which, almost any time a skunk is sick, it's probably rabies because that's almost always what they've got. Same with raccoons. If you see a raccoon acting weird in the daytime, like really, really weird in the daytime, then it's probably sick, and good chance the sick is rabies. Now I have seen a skunk in the daytime, but he was it was, I don't know if it's male or female. It was a juvenile. Um, I don't know if you're aware of this, but skunks have terrible vision. Like they can't see where they flip. And a dog startled it out of a garbage can. I guess it had been asleep in a garbage can, and a dog scared it, and it come flying out of that garbage can and waddling off down the ditch to go hang out in the woods. Um, so I don't think that one was sick. I think he was just pissed off that he got woken up from his nap. You know? And I've seen raccoons in the daytime, but not acting sick. Like, acting like they were hungry. Like, they were starving raccoons. That was, I don't remember where that was. Not where I live. The only raccoons I've seen where I live are so freaking fat they look like they should be probably house pets. Used to have one that lived in my front yard that weighed probably every bit of 40 pounds. It would steal all my blackberries. He probably didn't weigh that much. Probably only weighed about 20, 25 pounds. But I mean, he was as big as a dog. You'd see him at dusk and at daylight. And he was always out there because my neighbor had grapevines. And he'd be out there in the early morning or uh, in the early evening, uh, or late evening, I guess. Just as it's getting dark or just as it's getting light. He'd be out there eating my neighbor's fruit, and my neighbor would be out there with it was like a baseball bat with chains on it. Just it made a lot of noise. It just sounded like a giant maraca. You know. But he'd go out there every time he noticed the raccoon and start shaking that thing, yelling at him. He wasn't trying to kill him, he was just trying to run his fat ass off. That's like I don't actually care about the animals that live in my yard because apparently none of them care anything about anything that I've got going on. So, except like I've got a couple of snakes that live under the house in the wintertime, which when I was a kid would have terrified me. As an adult, tickles me to death because that means that I have to invest less in pest control for getting rid of mice and stuff like that. Because the snake and the mice aren't going to live in the same place snakes live. I would hope that they're smarter than that. And if they're not smarter than that, then the snake will take care of them for me. So it's a win-win. The most common snake I've seen here is a black snake, like a black rat snake. Uh, Even though I live next to the water. Oh, and we've seen king snakes and corn snakes also. But I've not seen any dangerous snakes in at this house. So I'm happy for that. Apparently, my non-dangerous snakes are keeping the dangerous ones away. So, yay. I'm cool with that. But yeah, no, I never would have had any clue as a kid growing up in, you know, Chattanooga, because that's where I'm from is originally. I will dox myself on that. I am originally from Chattanooga. That's what this accent is. Um, and I would have never thought that I would live in a place where I have coyotes in my backyard at night sometimes. And where I'm more afraid of the deer than I am the coyotes. Because the coyotes I've not seen do anything weird. The deer I've seen do weird things. So I mean, oh, nice. He made it to the Hawaii gate. Fantastic. Okay, so if I fly, we're gonna have to make sure. that I did a little differently than he does because I can't be running from gate to gate like that. I will freak out. We are technically making a profit. We don't have a high school still in this town that wants offices. I feel like their want for offices is outweighed by their need for a freaking high school. So, I've been sitting here waiting for enough money, and technically I had enough. It's just I didn't want to build it yet. Alright, we have a high school. And I guess we can put some offices on this road with the high school. Oh, we didn't get any Netherlands offices either. That's crappy. So you just got some houses. That's all you get. And like a couple of like service buildings. I'm gonna have to complain with everybody else on this one. Um, I don't know how much the DLC cost because when I bought my copy of the game, I pre-ordered it, and it appears that they just keep giving me the DLC. I guess because I already paid for them. I'm hoping is what is going on. Um, but the state of this game at this particular juncture in time leaves a lot to be desired still, and it sucks. Like I saw City Planner Plays doing that other game, something Metropolis or something. I can't remember what it was called, and it looks really really cool. And then you hear about Saudi investors buying Sims, and it's like, well, you know, Paralives, I guess, is finally almost put together. Would have been nice if Cities, you know, Colossal Order would have finished Life by You. Because, I mean, let's pause the game. Let's look at this lady right here. See that lady? I can't get down close enough to see her. I don't have that mod installed. And I don't have my graphics turned up high enough to see her that well. But that lady's got tattoos. That lady's wearing a blue tank top and a pair of blue pants and a pair of blue and white shoes. She's wearing sunglasses. And I'm sure there's probably, you know, 200 other Sims in town that look like her. But they had a lot of opportunity with that Life by You that they were supposed to put out with this, which I think they announced too soon. I think they should have put this out first, got this up and going, and then started integrating Life by You into it. Because the way they did it, they didn't make either game awesome. They didn't even bother to make one of them, and this one's nowhere near awesome. You know? Oh, people were bitching about my sewers. Let's go check out my sewers. I realize this has just been a critique video of a few of the things, but I mean, I got 1,000 hours in this damn game. You know? Like, I have put 1,000 hours into playing this. So, I've not just been screwing off, like, just, like, playing free play, or, you know, playing with everything turned off. Like, I've tried to play this game as a challenging game. It can be occasionally. But like other people have said, it just feels very lifeless. And I'm a this is my own personal bitch. After having played some of the other games that I have played in recent years, the audio engineering on this game is some bull. Like, the audio engineering for some of the other games I have played recently has been absolutely fantastic. Like, I've got earbuds in, right? So I should be able to hear everything, right? Because I'm these aren't even cheap earbuds. Galaxy Bud Pros, man. Like, and the sound on this one is just cacophonous. Like, it's just a lot of freaking noise, you know? That's my own personal bitch about it. The music is awful, and the sound engineering is not much better. I don't even listen to the commercials anymore because that means I have to listen to the music, and the only station that's worth listening to gets on your nerves after about an hour. It's that Jade Radio or whatever that came with all the little cool Chinese inspired houses. Came, what's it called? Dragon Gate? Yeah, Dragon Gate. It came in the Dragon Gate pack. There was a radio station that came with it. And radio station sounds freaking awesome because it sounds like Chinese opera and like the coolest Chinese restaurant you've ever been in. You know. Oh, did they give us low rent? No. Yes? No. Yes. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Let's see what these look like. This may be the redeeming quality of this pack because I get tired of using the French ones, right? Which I hear you say, why are you just using the French ones? And the reason being, I'm not trying to build, like I said, I live in a place where there aren't skyscrapers here. Like, the tallest buildings I ever see really are like maybe 6 stories.
This is an emergency broadcast to
So
all citizens.
I want
Increasing areas of
small
forest are being engulfed by
buildings.
flames. The thick smoke rising
I
from
don't
the fire
need
makes the air
giant
dangerous to breathe.
skyscrapers and
Citizens
stuff.
are advised to
I
vacate
live in a
any
place that
premises near the
sprawls.
fires and
We don't
remain
go
at a
up, we
safe
go
distance
out.
until emergency services manage to get the fires under control.
It's like I'd like to see Southeastern pack put out where the farms are actually farms. This is an awful farm, by the way. This is a terrible farm. Um, this looks like some stuff. My husband just showed me some pictures of this, of a farm that looks like this, and it's built in a place where there shouldn't be farms in the first place because Arizona and uh, other dry, super dry places that are getting their water from the Colorado River should not be growing mass quantities of food. If you have to irrigate mostly from a river rather than the water falling out of the sky, then perhaps you should not farm that particular thing there. Maybe there are other things you can farm. I understand turkeys do quite well in heat. I don't mean it like that, but I mean, I find it really dumb that they farm giant round farms in the desert here. That has got to be one of the silliest ideas I have ever seen. And I have now seen it in practice. Like, I just saw a picture of it. That's absolutely silly. I live in a place where they farm a lot. Like, they grow cotton here. Like, as stated before, I grew up in a city. I never saw cotton growing on a plant until I moved out to the country. I knew it came from plants. I mean, I'm not stupid. Um, I didn't know it came in different colors. Like, cotton isn't just white, it comes in like brown and blue and green and pink and yellow and orange, all kinds of crazy colors. Did not know that one. But, I had no idea to the amounts that they grew cotton still. Like, here in the US. Like, I didn't know we still grew that much cotton here. Like, the county that I grew in grows a lot of cotton. It looks like it snows when they harvest it. Probably weren't expecting some housewife to eulogize, or, not eulogize, but rant on about how we don't farm correctly. Like, nobody was expecting that, I imagine. But, I mean, I guess a lot of things you don't expect to happen. I guess, And I actually don't know that much about farming. Like, I really don't. I grow herbs like I expect that flowers are going to come out. Sometimes, but and then sometimes I got a black thumb. You know, I shall not grow no. My harvest shall not be bountiful. Sometimes. Okay, a thing I've noticed on this game. Let's get back to the game. Um, you notice I just put in a wood farm, or at least I hope that's what you noticed I was doing. I guess I could have like stated what I was doing. That's a wood farm. It's called Sugarstein. Anyway, do you see its big oh, there I go, smacking the microphone again. See its big little area there. You click it. It tells you that currently it's got 9 pounds of 11 pounds of raw wood. It can hold, or yeah, it can hold 66 tons before it has to send a truck to go send that stuff off somewhere else. Because it's level 1, it will have low numbers of employees. As it levels up, it'll get more numbers of employees. It's like this place is level. Well, that looks like it should say 2 of 5, but apparently we're still 1 of 5. But you know, it's doing a little better, so it's got more people on it. We've got this one. It's doing even better, so it's definitely got even more people. You got that one. And then if we go over here to production, you will see we're growing or producing a massive amount of livestock surplus, like a production surplus. And we are starting to grow wood. If you're trying to build little farming towns like I do, building your neighborhood first and then throwing in the farms afterwards sometimes looks a little neater if you can get it to fit right. Like this one will fit perfect right there. So we're gonna carry this all the way to here, there. It's like I'm not trying to knock any houses down, right? So we're just gonna draw along there, there, and there. Oh, too far. There. Alright, if you notice we didn't knock any buildings down when we did that, so. We can put in more trees and stuff because these aren't filling in worth a flip. So, take a tree. And we're going to lower that. There we go. I'm just going to put a bunch of spruce trees in here. Right there. Because I like spruce trees. And they don't take up a lot of space. And then we'll come back through and throw in some like palm trees or something. Because we're in kind of a Florida style map. I made this map. I like this map. I'm not very good at making maps yet though, so. But I play on it and then I play test it. Or I play on it, edit it, go back, fix what I think I messed up. I have got to remap that button. I have accidentally got one of the buttons on my mouse mapped to pause on the game here. This has trees in this too. Because this is very empty looking and it's bothering me. When you look at it in the daytime, it's like, oh, it looks like crap. These houses aren't filling in well. There's some right there. And unlike in City Skylines 1, when you put down a whole bunch of trees, it does not increase the tree fertility of your space that you were putting them on. Which kind of annoys me. At least I don't think it does. Hello?
Oh, hold on.
Are you there?
Good afternoon, welcome aboard. We do a full flight to Honolulu today. Brought on 2 items of luggage. Please place your smaller item under the seat in front of you. If you have a rollerboard, you can place it
I hear background noise.
Then turn the bag onto its side so we can accommodate as many bags as possible. Please step out of the aisle so others can pass. Take your assigned seat quickly and safely. This time, large bag must go in your bag stowed under the seat in front of you. All mobile devices may be secured on you or with your seat pocket. Devices must be stowed in a bag, not in the pocket. If you're seated in an extra seat today, please review the extra seating criteria.
Oh, he's gone already. You know, putting those high density houses along the road there was not a bad idea. I should probably build some kind of a transportation system, but we still haven't hit 10,000 people. I don't like to do that until then. And I guess we'll just stick with the Netherlands theme on this part of town. Are you there?
Keep working. Yeah.
Hang on just a second. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night.